Hello, good afternoon. We are in Dubai and we are going to tell you some about the DMS system and the paperless system. What's paperless? Paperless means less paper. Of course, this is one approach, but it's not that. It's in managing the data in a different way than what we are doing today. Today, we are writing notes, we are writing messages, we are exchanging things, but in the future, all this will be digital. And this is not an option. Here in Dubai, DHA is asking the companies, the dental lab and the dental clinics, do you work and are you compliant with the DMS system, which means document management system? The answer must be yes. So right now, there is not a big issue on that. But by the end of the year, I mean, this will be more and more mandatory to do. So don't wait the last time. Be open to the new generation of communication and of storing and managing documents online. We've been working in the frame of E-MedicalManager to do that. We have 12 different versions of E-MedicalManager, international, local, different countries, for the lab, for the dental clinics, for the hospitals, for the medical centers, and all these options are all of them compliant with DMS document management system. And I'm going to talk to you about one thing, only one thing, which is a new tool that we've been implementing because it was not implemented in any other system in this way. It is about the renewals and task. So what's the problem? The problem is that more and more renewals are mandatory to take care of in the digital world. So let's give you an example. We need to renew the license, the professional license. We need to renew the CME. We need to renew the car registrations, the car insurance, the fire integration. By the time it was 12 months, now it's 6 months. All this is increasing. All this is mandatory to do, and we have to be on all that at the back. We need to remove a rent, we need to remove the loan, we need to remove, etc., etc. We have so many things, and we will have more and more in the future. So how do you want to manage that? You're going to say to me, I work on Google Calendar, and I write the date, and I have the date that it's time to renew the rent. But this is not enough. You have to understand that we are not talking about making an event for a happy birthday to someone. Wishing happy birthday is not what we call a renewal and task. A task, you need to link some documents to the task you're going to do. And who is going to do that? And where is the tracking all of these things? And this is a real tool. It's not just saying happy birthday to you. It's a real tool. We need a tool, and we have been developing this tool in all the versions of E-MedicalManager. So to make it simple, I am going to do a case with you, and I'm going to show you how we do that. So we are in E-MedicalManager. I am going to log in. I log in a lab, but I could log in a dental clinic. It's exactly the same because all the versions have the same renewal and task tool. Okay, these tools are the blue buttons. The blue buttons are in the everyday practice. We work in the lab, we receive orders, we check the delivery, we have the dashboard of the day, we have the inventory and traceability. We have all these things. In a dental, we will have the sterilization tracking. So all the versions of E-MedicalManager are different, but for all of them, you have the renewal and task. So to start the renewal and task, you need to go down to the settings. Down here, you go to the settings and you have two things to do. The first thing is to work on the lab responsible personnel. Who is going to get access to the renewal and task? Only one people, or everybody working in the clinic or in the lab? So we are going to do that. Josie, the coordinator, needs to get access to this. So we are going to tick on that. We open a file, and you see in her file, in the everyday practice, she can get access to all of this, and we've been ticking the renewal and tasks. This means that she will get access to the tool, and when she will do something like she's been renewing a rent, for example, she will receive an email warning her to do that in 1 month, in 1 week, in 1 day, or the same day. Okay, and she will be linked to the renewal and task. So it's very important to tick who you want to register for that. If I go back to the personals, I go to the driver, I click on the driver. Is the driver going to renew and get access to renewal and task? No, he doesn't need that, so you keep it open. So it's very simple. The first step to do is to decide who is going to get access to the renewal and task and how it's going to be done. Then the second thing to do is to manage the options. So to manage options, you go back to the main menu. You're going to scroll down to the settings, and you are going to manage options. Manage options, you have different type of things to manage: prosthetic stages, payment, type, activity, and event categories. In event categories, you have personals management, you have health authority, you have immigration, you have vehicles, you have office rent. You can add whatever you want at this level. So I show you how. We go up, we go to add new, and you click on activity to track, and the activity to track will be, let's say, rent, okay? And the rent will be here. Why do you do that? You do that because you are going to link an event to a category. So now activity to track, no, it's not activity to track, excuse me. It's the event category, save, rent. So I have been saving rent in the category. I have the rent here, okay? But I already had office rent before, so I can remove that. But when I want to check in all the renewals that I have, where are the rent and when are the rent, I will make a selection and a search by rent, and I will get it. Once again, this is unique. This is something, I delete that because I had it already. It was just to show you. So now we go to renewal and task. Renewal and task is there. And this is what you get access for the report of this month. And you have one line with a background which is transparent, one line with a background which is yellow, one line with a background which is red. What does that mean? It means that this title, which is to pay the lab, the date of the renewal should be on 24th of August, has been missed. So by default, when an event is missed, we didn't do it, the background will become red. And we know that we have to do it as fast as possible because it's been missed. When something is transparent background, like a bike number 2 insurance, you are in a lab, they have some bikes, they need to pay the insurance, okay? This is due for 27th of August, means that it's tomorrow, okay? So this event is still active, but tomorrow we will have to do it. I will explain you more later. And when monthly office rent has been paid, for example, it is done, it has been paid by John, and it has been paid at this date. If I open this, I open this event. In this event, I have all the details of the event. Let's go through the details of the event. The title is monthly payment of the rent. The event category is office rent. The date period is coming from this date, 21, to this date, 22. After that is the end of the period of the rent, okay? So maybe the price will change, the conditions will change, you will pay in one time or in two times or in three times. So at the end, it will close this event or this series of events, and you will have to open a new one. So to open a new one, no need to write everything. You will just make a duplicate of this event. So once again, these are tools to save you time, to avoid you writing things again and again and again forever. The event alert will be done one day before the event. It can be the day of the event, 1 day before, 1 week before, or 1 month before. You select what you want. In this case, it will be 1 day before. So to provide, you make a money transfer. If you want to make the reference of the link to the bank, you can put it here. Internet links are there. So you make a link. You write the budget. You know how much it will be. You can click on that and put a credit card document. So no need to look at everything. You have everything here. More than that, you link some documents. Here, you'll be choosing a file. I click on the file, I open a new tab. And here, I have the tenancy contract. I have even the EJARI, the tenancy contract registration at the EJARI. And this is what I have linked to my date. So I am not talking about the Google Calendar. I am not going to talk about the Excel file. I am really giving you all the information to renew things in a good way. So what we see here is that at this date, in April, in May, June, in August, it's been paid by John. And we know, and we have the tracking, and we have everything which is following this order. And we know that in September, it will come soon, on 1st of September, it is still active, it's not done. So it's transparent background, and nobody is being doing that yet. But we know that we need to do it, okay? So I can save, I can print, I can also delete all the items of that. I can delete line by line, and I can delete that if I want. So this is what we called the list view. Look, this is the list like this. On top of the list, you have the report. By default, the report is done by months because this month I need to do that. But I can do it in a different way. I can select the last 6 months. And then I will have all the events of the last 6 months, okay? Or this year, or the previous year, or last year to date. I can also select from one date to one date. I can select the status. The status will be all the active, okay? If I say or the missed, okay? So when this is done, I have the selection of all. Or, and this is interesting, when I put the vehicles, I will have all the data based on the vehicle. I have a Nissan Micra, I have the car insurance, I have the bike insurance, I have the bike number 1, the bike number 2 insurance, the bike number 2 registration, etc. All what is linked to the vehicles will be there. And it's easy for you to find what has been done, what's the history, and where we go with that. So this is the list, but you have another way to present things in a calendar view. So I click on the calendar view and I have the view of the month. So you see here, August. Okay, so the monthly office rent is yellow. It has been done. This one has been missed on 24 and we are on 26 today. And tomorrow I have to take care and pay the insurance of the bike number 2. Okay, if I want to know what it is, I just click on that and I open it and I have all the details of the insurance. Okay, so this is the calendar view. I go back to the calendar view and I'm going to show you something else. If I'm going to show you how I can edit a new renewal and task. This new renewal will be, let's say, the office rent. The office rent. So the office rent is done in 3 years, and let's say that next month in September 15, we will get the end of these 3 years. So it's a one-time event. It's ending next month. I want to get an alert 1 month before the event. I need to provide a certain number of things. I need to take a contact with the owner and I need to manage all these things. And I need to make an internet link to get the Ejari online. So to get the Ejari online, so you have a link. I close this one. I open this one. Excuse me. I have to reopen it. Okay. I put the renewals. I add the new one. I call it office rent. Do it next month on 15. And I need to provide a certain number of things. I need to provide all that. So this is coming from the Ejari online interface. I need the original Ejari contact. So to get the original, I will load it. So I go here. I will find on my computer, where is the Ejari? I have the Ejari, the old one, and I put it here. So it will be linked to this. I can have an internet link allowing to get access to the Ejari online. I can put the budget. I can put the registered card, which I'm going to use for that. All these things are part of my event. So if I save it like this, it will be processed automatically. The record has been added. And I don't see it. Why? Because we are on this month, okay? I go to the calendar view. I am still on this month. I don't see it. And I go to the next month. So this is this month. This is next month. And I can see the rent office here. I double click on that. I have what I've been doing. I have the link here. And the link is the old Ejari and old tenancy contract. And I have everything. I am ready to make the job. So this means that, as you understand, this tool is not just a tool to say happy birthday to someone. It is a real tool to manage your documents. And this DMS system is mandatory to install in all kind of business, because more and more we go to this digital world and we cannot avoid that. I think that you see that it's very simple to use. It's not complicated. It's working very well. And when it's time to renew something, you go to your emails. So I go to my emails and I see that I have been receiving by E-MedicalManager an E-MedicalManager alert. It's time to take care of your renewal task, the bike number 2 insurance. I click and I have the detail of what I need to do. So who will receive that? The owner of the program, E-MedicalManager, and the people who are responsible for that. Let's say the coordinator or the accountant or anyone you decided to link to this tool. So once again, we are far away from Happy Birthday. We are in a very strong and very useful system that you can easily implement in any kind of business. So to make a short conclusion on that, because we decided to make a very short presentation, but focused on the renewal and task today, everyone needs to use this tool. It's not something that you can avoid. More and more, you will have to be involved in the renewals like this. It's included in all the versions of E-MedicalManager, and this tool is very, very powerful. I give you an example. I had my car, which needed to be fixed. I was on vacation in France, and the guy said to me, we've been doing all, and you have to change the belt. I don't know what's the belt in an engine, but I have to change the belt. I say, when? And he said to me, every 5 years, you need to change the belt. Okay, so we are going to change it now, and that's it. So when I came back home, okay, I have been adding a renewal in 5 years to change the belt on my car. I will never remember that we need to do that. But a few weeks ago, 1 week ago, I will know that I have to change the belt on my car. And you have so many things to do like this. We see with our users that they can't find new things to do because they can adapt to the renewals or the task to be done in the future. What I can do, I can warranty you to have an immediate benefit using this kind of tool. I thank you for your cooperation. See you, bye-bye.